In this video I'm going to show you my under the radar method. Now for this method to work, all you need is two things. You need to use Google Alerts and you need some form of a website where you can create some reviews of different products. Now I'm going to show you an actual example affiliate site in just a moment that you can use to then create your affiliate site or your affiliate review site. But the first thing we're going to cover is the actual way that you're going to make money with this method and how you're going to generate tons of free traffic back to your blog or your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a tool called Google Alerts, and the way we're going to use this tool is we're going to set up multiple alerts so that we get emailed each and every day with different blog posts or links. Google's going to send us emails and alerts and give us links to different blog posts, different forum posts, videos, articles, and then what we do is we head over to those areas, we leave a quick comment and we leave a link going back to our blog or back to our website, and then the traffic that visits our sites, that traffic is going to be laser targeted for our particular product or our particular niche, because when it comes to making sales, then you need to make sure that you target the correct type of keywords, and this is another thing that I'm going to go through throughout the video. So all you need is two things. You need Google Alerts and you need some type of a review site. So this is the one that I'm going to give you as an example. This is a review site that you can create yourself. You can use some ideas from this particular site for yourself. So all they do is review the best types of weight loss products within the industry. So if anybody comes to this page and they're looking to lose weight, then all they do is look down the list and they can read lots of different reviews on various products within that industry, and then it says here, click here to visit. And what happens is when somebody clicks here and they go and buy, then the person or the affiliate, which will be you actually make a sale. Okay, you get a commission from each of the products that you sell on this site. But the best part about it is all of the traffic that you generate to the site is going to be laser targeted, and it's going to be all completely free because we're going to use Google Alerts. So what we need to do is set up some Google Alerts so that you get emailed whenever there's a new article or some new blog post or forum post that's been submitted online somewhere. So say if you create a review site, okay, around the similar type of products as the one in front of you. This is for weight loss products. Okay, it's a massive industry, massive market, so there's tons of different products that you can promote in this industry. So say if you want to generate tons of targeted traffic for this particular website here. So imagine you've just built this site here and you've got a nice looking review site. We now want to generate traffic on a daily basis back to this site. So all we do is go over to Google Alerts and we type in the type of keywords that you think will be most relevant to that particular blog, or the traffic and keywords that you think will be most relevant for the actual products that you review on your site. So all we do is type in some keywords here. So you have to start to really get a big list together. It's no good you just adding like 2 or 3 keywords and expect to get lots of emails with articles and blog posts and forum posts, because it's just not going to happen. Okay, you need to hit things in volume. I would recommend you using at least 15 or 20 different keywords in the search query box here. So let me just put some example ones here. So best way to lose weight fast, for instance. So all you would then do is result type is discussions. How often as it happens, because you want to be notified instantly as soon as there's a new blog post or a new forum post, so you can go and comment and drive traffic back to your site, and only the best results. So what you do is put your email here, okay, your email here, can't even spell, your email here, whatever it may be, and then all you do is just create alert, and that's one done. And you can do each alert within 10 seconds. So let's do another one. So what you can do is just keep filling this box out, and you could get really targeted. You could put things like best product to lose weight, and then again fill it out and then create alert. And then you could start to use things like men's weight loss tips or women's weight loss tips, things like that. Fast ways to lose belly fat, create alert. You see, just go through and just, I would definitely recommend to start using maybe 15 or 20 different keywords, because what happens is the more keywords you have, then the more emails you're going to get throughout the day. And then all you do is go and visit the forum or the blog post where you get the link to, and then leave a quick comment, and then leave a link to your affiliate site, and then each and every day you're going to drive traffic to your affiliate site. Now, you don't necessarily need massive traffic in order to make sales, because the traffic that you get is going to be laser targeted for your particular niche, because you actually choose the keywords that you want to get emails for. Yeah, this is why this method is so effective, because you actually choose the keywords. One of the things that I do often use is use the word best, because this is something I use, and perhaps you do as well, is when you're looking to buy something, you type in best, because you want to know the best type of product or the best one to buy. So best weight loss book online, something like that. Yeah, you can get really creative. On the right hand side here as well, whenever you type in keywords, it can give you some actual posts that are already live. Now, don't worry too much about this. Just because you don't get many listings on the right here doesn't mean that people don't actually type this stuff in, because they do. It's a massive industry, it's a massive market, and there's tons of long tail keywords that people type in every second of the day. So don't worry too much about what Google gives you on the right hand side here. It's quite irrelevant. What's important is for you to make sure that you have tons of keywords in your account, so that you're getting emails every day, you know, multiple emails every day for keywords. And all you then do is just pop over and leave a comment. Now, before you go off and start to generate traffic, before you start to use Google Alerts, there's one thing you need to do when you enter your keywords, and that's to use quotes around your keywords. Okay, if you don't, then you're going to get broad match searches, you're going to get broad match results back from Google. Now, you don't want that. You want to get exact only. Now, if you've used any keyword research tool before, especially the Google tool, then you will know that if you put your keyword in quotes like that, then that means that's an exact search. If you type that into Google, then you'll only get results back with that exact phrase in the title of the listing in Google. And this is what you need to do when you use Google Alerts, because if you use anything else, it's not going to be as targeted and as relevant. If you was to use best weight loss book online, then you will only get results back, you will only get emails from Google telling you of new blog posts, forum posts and articles that have been published with this exact title or this exact keyword in the title. Okay, so it's important that you use these quotes at each end of the keyword before you press create alert. Okay, so just do that on every keyword that you use. So even if it's things like how to lose weight for guys, yeah, everything you do, make sure that you have quotes around it at each end, because this is exact match. Don't use anything else. This is what you need to use every time you create a new alert. So this is the traffic side of things, and this is how you're going to generate traffic. It's really simple, but you could easily do this in your spare time. This will take an hour. I mean, you could even do this in 30 minutes a day, and once you start to generate traffic to your review site, then you will make sales, as long as your review site is, you know, fairly clean and you've got a fairly good banner and it looks quite trustworthy. Then people will trust your recommendations and they will go through and buy a product. Now you can use this site here for an example. That is absolutely fine. If you want to do a search on Google and find some other review sites, by all means you can do that. But any type of an affiliate site where you have a customized banner at the top, and also you have different products like this, make sure you've got a nice big call to action, click here to visit, because this is going to be where you make money, where people go and visit the actual main sales page, and then you make money because you've referred that person. So this is the Google Alerts method. This is the under the radar method, because as I said, the way you generate traffic is going to be under the radar. Okay, you're not going to go out there and you don't have to submit tons of articles or create content or massive great blogs. All you need is one affiliate website and one traffic source, which is going to be Google Alerts, and you can easily generate 10 to 20 targeted visitors per day. And even with 10 or 20 targeted visitors per day, you could easily make one sale per day of say $20 or $30 per day on your affiliate products that you sell on your site. And one other thing that I will say is the domain name that you purchase for your review site, make sure it's going to be relevant to the actual products that you promote on your site. Now for this one, this is obviously 123-weightloss.com, which is perfect for this type of, or these type of products. If you promote like weight loss products, then have a domain something to do with weight loss. If it's to do with muscle building, hair loss, making money online, anything, any niche that you're into, make sure that your domain is going to be relevant to that, because that makes a big difference. So this is the under the radar method. It's very simple, and definitely use this method if you're looking to make some extra money online, because this is certainly one of the easiest ways that I've ever used to make money, because you can generate traffic for free. You're not relying on SEO, or you're not waiting around for weeks for your sites and your blogs to be ranked in the search engines. You can start today and be seeing traffic on your affiliate site within the next few hours by using Google Alerts. This is a very powerful traffic method and something that hardly no one uses. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. I'm now going to show you another fast money making method. I call this my Ease on Articles Easy Cash method. Now this is a very powerful method. It is very simple, but don't think just because it's simple it's not effective. Okay, because believe me, it is very powerful and it works really well. Now there's 4 steps to using this method. Step number 1 is you choose a ClickBank product. Step number 2, you then register a domain and you then redirect your domain to your affiliate link. Step number 3, you start to write articles and publish them to Ease on Articles. And step number 4, you watch conversions and your traffic within your ClickBank account. Okay, it's very simple to do. So the first thing you need to do is obviously make sure you've got an account at Ease on Articles, and then the next thing you need to do is obviously choose a product. So come to CB Engine. This is where I usually come. I don't use the main ClickBank marketplace anymore. I come to CB Engine because it's a lot easier to find products. Come down to the list here, to the drop down, and then just choose a product. There's lots of different niches that you can go into, so just have a look down, and I would try to choose a product that you've got a little bit of interest in, okay, because it makes things a lot easier when you write articles. So just choose a niche here, and then what you need to do is register a domain which is going to be relevant to the actual product that you want to promote within Ease on Articles. So go to Namecheap. This is where I register all of my domains. You can buy a .info, which is only going to cost you $2 or $3, or you can go for a .com. Even if you go for a .com domain name, don't forget that you're going to be making plenty of commissions back, so $10 for a domain name isn't going to be anything to worry about, and it's generally going to look a bit better as well when you advertise your domain name within your articles if it's a .com. A .info domain name tends to look a little bit spammy, so I generally go for .coms. Whenever I use these type of methods, I don't ever use .infos, but it is up to you. So register a domain name. So whatever product that you decide to promote and choose from CB Engine, the domain name that you buy has to be relevant to that particular product. It's got to be related to that product, and it's got to be relevant. So buy domain, it's only a few bucks, and then once you've bought that domain name, obviously put your name servers within that domain, put your name servers for your hosting account, and then come to your hosting account, and what you need to do is redirect your domain to your affiliate link. So once you've chosen a product within here, you grab your affiliate link. Once you've chosen a product, you grab your affiliate link, and then you paste your affiliate link in here. Okay, your affiliate link. Yeah, your affiliate link. I think it's clickbank.net or something like that at the end. So you grab that there, and then you click save. So what happens is, when you advertise that new domain, all of your traffic goes direct to the sales page on ClickBank. Now listen up, when you use this method, you must have a domain. Okay, Ease on Articles don't allow you to just link to the sales page through an affiliate link. You must have a domain name. You're allowed to redirect people from a domain name to an affiliate link. That's absolutely fine. Ease on Articles do allow you to do that, but you must have your own domain name advertised, or whatever link that you send people to, it has to be your own domain. It's not allowed to be an affiliate link direct. You have to go through a domain, and then you just use this, what I'm showing you right now, to redirect people. So it's really simple to do, but make sure you bear that in mind, okay, in case you decide to take a shortcut and not buy a domain. If you try and advertise your affiliate links in Ease on Articles in the resource box, they won't allow it, and they won't approve your articles. So once you've done this, you've registered your domain, you then go back to Ease on Articles and start to write articles around your particular niche, around that product. So just find tons and tons of keywords and start to write articles, and you need to write a lot of articles. Okay, don't think that you can just upload 5 or 10 and expect to get dozens of sales per week. It's not going to happen. This method kind of improves over time, so the more articles you've got out there, the more chance you have of getting more sales each and every day. And don't forget, you won't only be getting traffic from Ease on Articles, you'll be getting traffic from Google as well, other search engines, and if anybody picks your articles up, they may put those articles on their own websites, and again, you'll get more traffic. So it's in your best interest to generate as many articles as you can for this particular topic. Now, there's no magic figure. I'm not going to say create 100 articles or 50, if you want to make X amount per day, there isn't any how can I put it, there isn't any magic formula to sort of tell you how many articles you need to make X amount per day. However, the more articles you make and you publish on these articles, the more you are going to make. It's just that simple. A good number to go for when you use this method, I would go for 100 articles. Okay, it may sound like a lot, but if you think about it, if you upload 3 articles per day for 30 days, that's 90 articles. Okay, so when you break it down like that, it's not a lot, and 100 articles could quite easily make you a couple of sales, if not more, per day. Remember, all you need is a few of your articles to go viral or to be In this video, I'm going to show you one of the most powerful ways how to generate some fast income online. I call this method my YouTube cash method. It's very effective and it's very powerful. So what I'm going to do is walk you through the exact steps that you need to take in order for this method to actually work. Now firstly, before we get into the first part of the method, you must make sure that you've got a ClickBank account, because ClickBank is where we're going to be getting all of the products that we promote through our videos. So you need an account at ClickBank. So if you haven't got one, go to clickbank.com and then sign up, get a free account so that you can get your affiliate links after you've chosen a product. And then what we do, we promote those products through videos on YouTube, and then when people buy products through your affiliate links, then that's when you get paid. So it's very effective and really powerful, and I'm now going to show you exactly how everything works. Now the page in front of you, this is CB Engine. CB Engine is like an extension onto ClickBank, where you can come and get a lot more in-depth information and stats on all of the products that are within ClickBank. So what you need to do, the first step is to come to CB Engine and choose a product to promote in your video. So this page in front of you, I've just gone onto the health category at the top there, and then I'm on page 1, and if you sort the results by gravity, at the top there will be the highest gravity product, and then obviously at the bottom will be the lowest. But there's tons of pages, so it's not just this page here, there's like over 51 pages here. So what we're going to do is scroll through to the next page, and by all means you can choose some of these products here, but one of the part of the criteria that I always use is I only choose products to promote if they've got a gravity between 10 and 100. Alright, that's just something that I tend to stick by. So if we scroll down, these are all fine to use up to kind of around here, because the competition starts to get fairly fierce if you start to promote products with a high or a really high gravity. So that's why I say stick to a gravity between 10 and 100. Right, if we scroll down the page and go to page number 2, I've already chosen a product that I'm going to promote in my video. So if we scroll down here, as you can see, the kidney stone removal report, this is the product that I'm going to choose, and this particular product you get a 70% payout, gravity of 26, and the average price of this product is $28, which is fairly good. Now the reason why you need to make sure that your average sale is fairly good is because if it's not very good and it's not very high, then you're going to need to sell a lot more products in order to make any decent return from your hard work and from your video. So I always try and make sure that the products that I promote and choose to promote are, the average sale is above about $20. So this one's good, this is $28. So once you've done this, once you've chosen a product in CB Engine, it's got a good gravity between 10 and 100, and the average sale is above $20 or $25, you then need to grab the actual product name. This is important, alright, because we're going to be using product names in our videos. So the product name for this is the kidney stone removal report. Okay, so what we do is we go over to the Google AdWords keyword tool and you type the keyword of the product into Google, click search, make sure you're signed in, make sure you're signed into your Google account, and then just click search. And the criteria again that you have to try and meet is you need to be getting at least 100 searches from the product name. Okay, so in this example we've got 170, which is good. Now some products will be a lot more than this, some maybe a lot less, but 100 is fairly good, because you don't really want to go for products that are really competitive, because otherwise you're going to have to spend a lot longer to try and rank your video, and that's not what we're after. So make sure that the searches are around 100 per month. This is more than enough. You know, if you can get 100 searches to your particular keyword, this is obviously for Google, but YouTube will be will be very much similar. Whatever the keyword shows in Google here, it will be similar for YouTube. So as long as there's a demand for the product, for this keyword here, then you are good to go. Now if you want to be even more critical and you want to drill down even further, you can put the word review, because this is what I actually do. Right, as you can see, with the word review in it, there's slightly less traffic. Okay, but 36, okay, it's not that much, but this is just like an extra search that you can do. Adding the word review will make your video a lot more targeted than just using the main product name itself. And one last thing to remember when you do your research on the Google tool is to make sure that you're always on exact, not broad and not phrase. Exact is what you need to use. Now after you've found that there's a demand of traffic for your particular product, what you need to do next is go over to Google and do a search with the actual product name, and I always use the word review in it as well. Now as you can see at the top here, there's 3 different videos. This is actually a video as well. Videos do rank really well within Google. Now this video here, this is actually my video that I uploaded a couple of months ago. So this is the reason why I've chosen the kidney stone report as like the example, because I've already uploaded the video as like an example video to show you how easy it is to rank a video and get traffic to it. So what you need to do next, after you've chosen your product, you've chosen your product from CB Engine, you've then made sure that there's traffic around the actual product name. Okay, you then go to Google and check the first page of results. And what you're looking for is some other videos with the same keywords. So what you're looking for is, you need to make sure there's at least one other video on the first page of Google, because this means that videos are ranking well for that keyword. And in this example, there's currently, I mean, one of them's already mine, but before I actually uploaded my video, there were already 2 videos on the first page, because look, 6th of April, 12th of April, and I uploaded mine in July. So the reason why you make sure there's already videos on there is because you want to know that Google are ranking videos well for this particular search phrase. And then another thing you look for is the actual views on the video. When you go to the video, you want to make sure that there's not hundreds and thousands of views, because that could be very difficult to outrank. What you're looking for is the videos that are currently ranked on the first page. Make sure that the views are not more than 15 or 20,000, because if they are, then this could mean that it's going to be fairly tough for you to outrank them. Okay, you're going to need to put a lot of views on your videos, and maybe do a lot of backlinking on your videos as well. So with a little bit of work, you can easily outrank the videos that are already ranked on Google by following some steps that I'm going to show you shortly in this video. Now after you've carried out this step and you've seen that there's not too much competition on the first page of Google, and there's as I said, make sure there's a video on there as well, the next thing you need to do is contact the actual site owner, the actual product owner, and you need to try and get a review copy of the. This is what you need to do. You need to create video reviews of actual walkthroughs of the product, because these convert way higher than any other type of review. Now if you contact the product owner and say, look, you're after a review because you want to promote his product in a video, if you come across as professional and you're a serious marketer, then there's no reason why they won't give you a review copy. Okay, so just make sure that you come across as polite and professional, and I've never had a problem getting a review copy off any ClickBank product creator if I'm thinking about promoting their product. So that's one thing to bear in mind. Just make sure that you send them an email and you come across as a serious marketer. Now after you've got your review copy, what you need to do is create a review video on YouTube. Now I use Camtasia for all of my screen captures, and all I do is a basic walkthrough. Now we're on YouTube at the moment. If we look down the list, you can see that my video also ranks number 2 in YouTube. This is me, 888 views, but it's actually a lot more than that. It's actually around 891 now. So you don't always need thousands and thousands of views for your videos to rank, because as you just saw, this is actually on, this is ranked in Google as well. So I've got just under 1,000 views, and this video ranks well, and it gets a lot of traffic to it. You go back. So what you need to do is create a video walkthrough like my particular video's got here. The best thing to do is to just go through the actual product after you've got access to it, and just show people what they're going to get after they're in and after they've actually purchased the product, because as I said, these type of video reviews work really well, and they do convert much better than if you just did some other kind of review. Now when you create your video, there's certain things that you need to do in order to maximize the chances for you to rank high for that particular search phrase. Now as you can see, I've got my keyword at the start here. Don't put anything else at the start of your video apart from your main keyword for your product name. Okay, so for my example, for my video, I put kidney stone removal report and then review on the end. You don't always have to put the word review, but I find that that the conversions you get from people that are typing reviews in are very high, because these people already know what they're after. They just want a quick review to make sure that it's definitely not a scam and all that. So by adding the word review on the ends does work really well, and then you can always put some extra text at the end there to increase your click-through rate. So truth exposed, is it a scam, things like that. And then what you need to do as well is when you upload the video to YouTube from your laptop or from your PC, you need to actually name the video file this keyword here. So name the actual video kidney stone removal report review, or if you want to promote the truth about abs, or that's just for an example, for instance, that'll be truth about abs review, and in your title. And also when you upload the video to from your PC to YouTube, name the file truth about abs review. Okay, so whatever product that you promote, use that name in the actual file name when you upload it to YouTube, because that helps with your SEO and your ranking. And also make sure that you've got a link below the video. Okay, I use tinyurl and just redirect it to my affiliate link. You can put a description underneath the video, but what I tend to find is if your video is already ranking fairly well, there's no need to put a description, because I just left it at this. My video ranked well, so then there was no need for me to go back into my video and add a big description. Okay, but you must always put tags. Make sure you've got your keywords, your tags at the bottom of your video. Alright, so that's an important one. So that is pretty much it when you upload your videos to YouTube. Just make sure you've got the keywords in the title, a little bit of extra text at the end there if you like as well. Make sure that you've got a good call to action here, and then use tags, and a description is optional. As I said, you can see if your video ranks. If it does, then there's no need to go back and put a description in, or you can do it from the start. It is up to you. Now the next thing we need to do is focus on actually ranking the video. This is the important one, because this is how we're going to get a lot of traffic to our video, a lot of traffic to the ClickBank sales page, and this is how we make money. Now the way we're going to rank our videos is by going to Fiverr and buying some cheap gigs. Now the way I ranked this video is exactly the same as what I'm telling you right now. I went to Fiverr, I bought some gigs for my views, and I think I bought about 1,000 views, so I've got 891 there. Sometimes if you buy 1,000 you may get, you know, a few less, but you will definitely get nearly all of the views that you purchase. Sometimes you get a few more, sometimes you get a few less, but I did get the bulk of my views from the actual Fiverr gig. And you can also buy some likes, and also you can get a gig from Fiverr where you can get social bookmarking. So if you go type in social bookmarking, and this is how you rank your videos really high, because we haven't got time to sit around waiting for Google and YouTube to rank our video. Okay, so we need to give it a good boost, and all you do is buy some gigs from Fiverr. So social bookmarking, like 550, 200 plus. So, and remember, when you send backlinks to videos, because YouTube has already got hundreds of millions of backlinks, the backlinks you send to videos will not do them any harm. The only thing it's going to do to them is improve your ranking. It's not going to have any negative effect, because the videos, as I said, YouTube has already got millions of views, so by sending a few hundred extra backlinks to your video, it's not going to suddenly raise any flags, because videos get backlinks every single day. They get thousands sometimes, so it's not going to raise any flags. So the best gigs to go for, initially you want to get some views to your YouTube video. So I would buy some YouTube views. So just type in YouTube views and get some views, and just maybe buy like 1,000, and then after you've got some views on it, buy some likes. Okay, like 60 likes, so you can get 60 YouTube likes and 2,000 YouTube views. So you can get like that gig all in one, and that's only $5. And then after you've done that, what I would do, the one that I usually buy initially, is the social bookmarking gig for $5, as I said, and that is usually enough to get you the top of Google, well, the top of YouTube, and often the top of Google, and especially on the first page. So once you've done that, you should be ranking fairly well. If you're not, and your keyword search term that you've chosen is obviously a bit more competitive than you first thought, then it's not a problem. All you then do is just go back into Fiverr and buy a few more gigs. Maybe buy some high PR links, some articles, some edu links, some video links. Okay, so if you buy some Fiverr gigs, as I said, the views, the Facebook likes, and some social bookmarking, and your video still doesn't rank very high, then all you do is just come back into Fiverr, buy a couple more gigs, and then let your video sit around for another few weeks and just keep an eye on the rankings. And once you do this and your video starts to rank higher and you start to get traffic and you start to make a few sales, all you then do is just then rinse and repeat, and just go back over to CB Engine, choose another product, and then do exactly the same. And this is the power of this YouTube cash method system. It's really effective. I've made tons of sales over the months and the years that I've been doing this, and it's really effective. So definitely use this method, and definitely try it out and put some effort into it, because it does work, and it works really well. So that is the YouTube cash method. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and you can now go out there, create some videos, and you now know exactly how the entire method works. I will see you in the next video. I'm now going to show you one of my fast money making methods by using Google Trends. Now this is a technique that I used to use to generate massive traffic back to my blogs and my videos, and I used to monetize those blogs and videos, and that's how I used to make money, by using this method. It works really well. It's a kind of an out of the box approach, and that's why it works so well. Now before we get into the method, I will just say that for this method to work, you do need your own WordPress blog. You can't use any free tools for this. You can't use any free platforms. You need to use your own WordPress blog, and you need to buy your own domain name, which isn't that much. I mean, a domain name is like 10 bucks. Just make sure that you've got some hosting, and you've got your own website, your own WordPress blog, and you've got a domain name. So the way we're going to generate massive traffic is by using Google Trends. Google's going to tell us on a daily basis what topics are really hot and where the big traffic is. So what we then do is create content around those hot topics, use some basic promotional methods, and then we can drive massive traffic to those news stories on a daily basis, and then we can then monetize that content in a number of different ways by using things like AdSense, Amazon products, CPA banners, and things like that. So that's the main way this is going to work. So when you buy your domain name, it of course has to be some kind of a generic domain name which is going to be suitable for like a trending topic, kind of a news site, a gossip site. So after you've watched this entire video, then you can obviously make your own decision as to the best kind of domain name that you should buy, which is going to be most suitable for this method. So let's get into the method. So we go to Google Trends. This is a really simple way to generate big traffic. I love using Google Trends because it's basically traffic on tap. All you have to do is just generate some good content, just get it out there, and you'll find it very easy to generate some good traffic back to this content if you use some basic promotional methods, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. So what you do is look down the list, and you need to choose some topics which you think would make a good article on your site. Now I will just give you a few tips. I tend to stay away from any keyword or any topics that have got 1 or 2 words in them. I generally go for topics or keywords that have got like at least 3 words in them. The more the better, but this would be a good one. Teen Choice Awards 2012. So I tend to go for topics that sound really interesting and, you know, really hot, kind of like news stories. Anything to do with celebrities, something controversial. If it's some hot news that everybody wants to know more about, then these are all good topics to create content around. So once you've decided, this is something you have to do every day. You know, as soon as Google Trends updates, you want to be there as soon as it updates, and you want to be able to publish some content, you know, as soon as you possibly can, the moment you find out what's hot, because the sooner you can create content around these hot topics, the more traffic you're going to get. And by using the social media promotion methods I'm now going to show you, it's going to make it even easier to get in front of people. So choose a keyword to create some content around, and obviously go back to your blog and create a decent, unique article. Now you can obviously do a little bit of research. I would spend 10 or 15 minutes maybe doing a little bit of research on Google to try and find out more about the actual keyword or topic that you've decided to write some content around. So once you know a bit more information about it, then you can go back to your blog, create a 500-word article. As a minimum, I would do at least 500 words. Personally, for the first 30 days, I would create a 1,000-word article each and every day, just to give your site a good boost in traffic and you know, in content. But it is up to you. Obviously 500 words is better than nothing at all, but 1,000-word articles are always going to do a lot better than 500-word articles, you know, generally, because Google likes to see sites with plenty of content and plenty of words on their posts. So once you create your article on your blog, obviously publish it, and then the next step is to actually promote it. Now this is a very simple process. This is a tool that I've been using for a while, Reportive. Now if you've got a Gmail account, if you've got a Google Mail or Gmail account, then this plugs into that. This plugs into Gmail, and what you can do is you can connect all of your social accounts to your Gmail email address. Now the reason why you want to do this is because you want to connect all of your social accounts. When you use this method with Google Trends, you want to set up a different Twitter account, a different Facebook account, and a different Google Plus One account. Okay, you need to set up a brand new account for each, so that it kind of puts you in the spotlight of somebody who presents news on a daily basis. So this is the way that you need to look at things when you create these accounts at these different social platforms. Okay, you've got Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus One. So once you've created your account at each of these platforms, you then connect them all using Reportive in your Gmail account. And then what you do is you download a free social toolbar for you can get free social toolbars for WordPress. If you go to Google and just type in free social toolbar, there's tons of free ones you can get. Okay, WordPress free WordPress social toolbar, there's tons of free ones you can get. So download one of those, put that on your site, and then what you need to do is the moment you've created your WordPress blog, sorry, your brand new post, is go to Reportive. Well, you don't actually need to go to Reportive because all of your social accounts, as long as you're logged into your Gmail account, everything will be working fine. Once you've got some social icons on your WordPress blog, then you need to share your post, okay, on these social platforms. So you can tweet it, you can Google Plus One it, Facebook it. If you've got a LinkedIn account, obviously LinkedIn it as well. But this is what you need to do after every single time you publish a new piece of content, a new news story on your site. And then the more followers you grow on Twitter, the more followers you get in Google Plus One and Facebook, then the more people are going to see this when you create new content on your blog. So the same principle applies in any other niche. If you've got an internet marketing niche, this is something that I teach to all of my subscribers. Is whatever blog you've got, obviously set up social accounts. Now this is no different for using this particular fast money making method, the Google Trends methods. Set up social accounts, build your followers, so that as time goes on you're going to build a bigger following, so then whenever you share some content on your new site, more people will see it, they will then share it more, okay, and then your content is going to get passed around more. So this is why it's important to try and create content as soon as you possibly can. So this is the method in a nutshell. It's really simple to do, but believe me, it works. It works really, really well. You can generate so much traffic by using this method. It's unreal. Now the way we're going to make money is, you have a choice. You can use AdSense. You can put some AdSense on your blog and obviously make money when people click on ads. You can put some Amazon products on there, or you can put some CPA banners on there so people can you get paid if people fill out an email submit or something like that, or a zip code submit. So there's really lots of different ways that you can make money. But initially, don't put any AdSense ads on there initially. Just leave it for a week or so, or a couple of weeks, build up some good traffic, and then place some AdSense ads on there, and you will start to make some money. It's really as simple as that. It's all down to traffic with this method, and because you're using Google Trends, there's no reason why you won't get some good traffic. As long as you create content on a daily basis, and you obviously choose some good topics to write content around, and your content is unique, and you're creating good juicy content which is informative, and people will obviously like your content, and if they do like it, they will share it with their friends, because remember, this is all hot topic, all hot news, and people always like to be the first person to share hot news, don't they? So I hope you've enjoyed it. This is the method in a nutshell. It works really well, and it is very powerful, and you can generate some good traffic and make some good money. In this video I'm going to be showing you one of my fast money makers. I call this particular method my ClickBank sniper method. This particular method I used to use when I first came online to generate some fast commissions, and it works really well, and the best thing is it's really simple to do. Once you've got the system laid out and you've done this a few times, it is really simple to just duplicate over and over again. Now it does take a little bit of work, okay, so don't think that you can just build a couple of these small sites that I'm now going to show you how to do and expect to make $50 to $100 a day. You can make that type of income with this method, however it does take some work, and you need to hit things in volume if you want to start to see big results. Okay, once you've got a few sites out there making a little bit of income, then it's just a case of doing things in volume and getting more sites out there. When I first did this method, I chose one hot product on ClickBank, and I created quite a few sites around that product, which I'm going to show you, and I'll actually show you the page which I used, which is actually still live. And I was making between 2 and 3 sales from this one product alone. The traffic was very low, but the traffic was very targeted to this particular offer, and I'll show you how to do that. So this method does work really well. So the first thing we do is come to ClickBank, and what we need to do, we're looking for a product which has got high gravity, and it's basically one of the best products on ClickBank. So we only want to be going for products that have got a lot of searches and are high gravity, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So you can look down the list. So I'm not going to spend too much time trying to choose a product, because for this example we're going to use the truth about abs. Now you may have heard about this product. It's a very hot selling ClickBank product. So what we do, once you've chosen an actual ClickBank product, make sure it's got like an actual name to the product. Like this one has got truth about abs, the diet solution program, the muscle maximizer. So as long as they've got an actual name of the product, then you'll be fine. But of course it has to have a lot of high gravity and plenty of searches, but that's what we're now going to look at. So we go over to the Google tool, and what we need to do is type in the keyword but add the word buy, because this is how we're going to be getting sales from our products. We're going to be targeting the words buy. So rather than just go for the keyword truth about abs review, which is what a lot of people tell you to do, which does work, you can rank for the keyword truth about abs review. However, there's a lot of competition, because this is obviously one of the biggest products on ClickBank. So it makes sense to sort of go in the side door as opposed to go in the same door as every other affiliate marketer. So what you need to do is add the word buy before each of these products, and if we scroll down you'll see that there's actually 320 exact match. Make sure you're on exact match. Look on the left hand side. This is something I always tell people, because broad is just completely inaccurate, whereas exact, that means that there's at least 320 people per month on average that type in the exact phrase of buy truth about abs. Okay, if it's a broad match, then this could have lots of other words in front of it and behind it and in between it, but exact means that somebody searches for this at least 320 times per month on average over the year for this particular keyword. So we know that there's a demand for this. Now all we need to do is get our site ranked towards the top of Google, and we are going to make sales. It's as simple as that, because the type of people that search this in Google are basically going to buy there and then. They're laser focused and laser targeted traffic, and this is exactly what we need to do. So this is the one that I've used in this example, buy truth about abs. There's lots of other ones you can use as well. Another hot selling ClickBank product is the fat burning furnace. So if we put in there buy fat burning furnace and click search, this is actually the product that I sold when I first did this method. I was selling about 2 or 3 of these per week, making about $70 to about $90 per week, on about 30 to 40 hops. So my conversions were really good because of the actual traffic that I was getting from Google. It was laser targeted, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do. So 590, so this is even more than the truth about abs, but you see 590 people. These people are basically going to Google and saying, look, I'm going to buy this, and they do buy that. Pretty much the first link they come to, they're going to buy the product. So this is a great way to kind of go into the side door and generate profits from ClickBank, rather than go for the going for the same keywords as everyone else, like fat burning furnace review. I mean, you can rank for review, but look how many searches that's got. That's got 5,500, and there's a lot more competition for that particular phrase than buy fat burning furnace. So once you've got a product and you've found that it's got demands, I would generally stick to products that have at least 100 exact match over the month. There's no harm in going for products that have got under 100, because you can quite easily create little sites as like a tester. So it's not really going to be like a hardship if you create some sites and they don't really become very successful. It doesn't really matter, because the sites that we create are completely free and we do it really quickly. So you can quite easily just create tons, and it's like a test. The ones that you think perhaps haven't got enough traffic, but still create them anyway, because you never know. Because remember, the Google keyword tool isn't always 100% accurate, so sometimes good just to create the site anyway and just see what happens. So what we need to do next is, once we've got our keywords, so we've got buy fat burning furnace is one product that we found. The other one was buy truth about abs. So you need to go for products. I've chose the health category here, but you've got lots of different ones to choose from. Education, home and garden, you've got lots of different ones here. Basically any product which has got a gravity over 100, I would say, would have a fairly good demand in with the keywords buy before the product name. However, just do your own research, and you might be able to find some hot products which have got a high demand, which have got a gravity of less than 100, and if you do find those type of products, then that's fantastic. Obviously go for those and you should do really well. So once we've found our products and we know that there's a demand with the word buy in front of the keywords, we need to go to sites like Zimbio and Quizilla and create Web 2.0 sites. And this is how we're going to get our offers on Google fairly quickly, because these type of sites, the reason why we use these type of sites to promote our products is because they've already got millions of backlinks, hundreds of thousands of backlinks. So if we make a site, they're going to rank fairly quickly on their own anyway. And if they don't get if you don't rank too high in Google to start off with, then all you need to do is go over to Fiverr and buy a few gigs and send some links to your platforms. So once you've created a couple of Web 2.0 sites, obviously around your keywords, so you make an actual an account, and when you create the article within this particular platform, every keyword is going to be around your main keyword, which is like, say, buy truth about abs or buy fat burning furnace. Now I'm going to show you an example of how to do it at the end, because I've actually got a site that where I used to use, which used to make me money, and it actually still generates some traffic even now after like about 3 or 4 years. So Quizilla's one site, Zimbio's another one, Wet Paint is another one. These are all Web 2.0 properties and sites that you can use, and these rank fairly quickly. As I said, if they don't rank very high, give them a little bit of time, but I tend to ping the actual, I usually go to a site called pingler.com, and then I just plug my URL into here and then ping the actual platform, and then you can also go to Fiverr and buy some gigs and send some links to your platform, to your actual Web 2.0 platform, your site. So this is how you do that, and it's really simple, because what you have to bear in mind is that it's not going to affect your ranking of your Web 2.0 site, because these sites already have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of links. So sending a ton of links to some of these platforms won't make any difference. So that is how you get the sites ranked. Next, we're going to look at my actual example site, which I showed you, which I said about earlier. Now, in this particular page here, I use Zimbio, and you can see from the top here 2009. So it's still live even now. So it's a good way to create sites, and these will be around for years to come. So if you generate and create a ton of sites, then there's no reason why all of those sites, or if not most of them, should be around in a couple of years to come, still making you money. Now that they might lose their ranking at some stage, and if they do, you may just have to add some more links to them, but generally once they start to rank, they should pretty much stay there. Now, as you can see from this page, it's very basic. I've got one ebook cover at the top there, I've got a little bit of text down below, and then I send people over to ClickBank. Let's just click here to get started. Okay, and this is pretty much it. It's a very basic page, because what you have to remember is you haven't got to pre-sell people too much, and you don't have to have a fantastic sales copy or anything like that, because the keywords that you're going to get to this page are so targeted that people are on the verge of buying anyway. So all you need to do is pretty much just give them the link to ClickBank, and they will buy through your affiliate link. So this is the page that I use, and this particular page used to make me some sales. It's very basic, but it does work. So this is all you need to do. But as I said earlier, you do need to create more than a few sites. Don't just expect to choose a couple of niches, a couple of products, and create, you know, a few of these platforms and expect to make 50 to 100 bucks a day. It's not going to happen. What you need to do is hit things in volume, and basically create as many sites as you can. I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself. Each platform, each Web 2.0 site that you create, you obviously want to promote it and try and get it ranked before you move on to the next one. So don't just crank out like 20 or 30 of these sites and then go back to the first one to start to rank it. I mean, you can do that, it's up to you, but I would do one at a time. I would build one, I would promote it a little bit and then move on. Or you could sort of create 5, and after you've created the 5th one, then go back to number 1, promote that, and then promote number 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then maybe make some more. But this is the actual ClickBank sniper methods. This is how it works, and it works really well. Obviously you do need to put some effort into it, but once you find your own particular way of doing it, there's obviously little things you could perhaps do different to what I did to make it better than what I did, than how I used it. But this particular way I've just shown you here is exactly what I did, and it worked for me, and I know for a fact it will definitely work for you too. So this is the first fast money maker method that I'm going to share with you. I've got lots more to share. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my middleman cash method. Now, the way this method is going to work is you're going to be using Fiverr in combination with eBay to make money. Now, this is a very easy method to use. Okay, you can start to make money in the next 24 hours. In fact, you could even make money in the next few hours by using this one particular technique. Now, it's really simple to do, so I'm going to walk you through exactly how it all works. So we're at Fiverr right now, and you may have heard of Fiverr. If you haven't, okay, it's as it says here, the world's largest marketplace for small services starting at $5. So you can either sell your own services on here for $5 or you can buy them for $5. It's completely up to you. What we're going to do is we're going to be selling services for $5 but not on Fiverr. Okay, we're not going to be using Fiverr, we're going to be using eBay to actually sell the services that other people provide on Fiverr. And I'm going to show you how this works, because Fiverr is a great site, but rather than be in competition with everyone else on there, okay, selling your services for $5, we're going to be a little bit creative and think outside the box and go to eBay, because eBay has a lot more traffic. Okay, there's tons of buyers on eBay every second of the day looking for some type of service, product or solution to their problem. So if we come to eBay and we're on Facebook likes, okay, for instance, if you was to type in Facebook likes on Fiverr, this is just one service that you could actually provide, and then just click rating. This is what I do, and this sorts the gigs from the best to worst. Now the way this is going to work, the way you're going to make money is you're going to use the gigs from Fiverr, post them directly on to eBay, and then when somebody buys your gig on eBay, you're just going to go to the same gig on Fiverr, buy that, and then give it to your customer. Okay, but you're going to make more money because you're going to put it on eBay, and the chances are you will make a lot more than $5 for every listing that you create on eBay. Now you can look down a list here, and you can see all these different images and that people have put in there. Okay, Facebook likes, $11.99, $8, okay, $17.99. You see, this is way more than $5. And what you have to think about, okay, you're not looking to make big profits on each listing, but if you had 2 or 3 per day where you made $5 or $10 per day, that's an easy $5 or $10 per listing that you make. Okay, so that's going to be like $20 or $30 per day that you make just in pure profits, just by being the middleman. And this is why I call this the middleman cash method, because all you do is act as the middleman. You buy from Fiverr and then you post it on eBay for the exact same, or you post the exact same gig on eBay, but then just make more money out of it. So we're on eBay right now. Okay, Facebook likes. So say if we was going to use one of these Facebook likes gigs, okay, and we was to resell it, all you do is come down the list, and I will give you 2,000 to 2,100 real looking Facebook likes or fans to your Facebook fan pages, all for $5. So what you do is you copy this, okay, and then when you go to your eBay listing, you just use that in the title, but obviously leave the $5 out, because it's not going to be for $5. Just leave it out. So in your eBay listing, you're going to have, I will give you 2,000 to 2,100 real looking Facebook likes or fans to your Facebook fan pages, and full stop. Okay, don't obviously use for $5, because it's not Fiverr, it's on eBay. So what you do is just use the exact same title, so you don't even have to think about the titles to use, any of the headline, there's nothing like that. And then if you actually go into the gig, what you can use in your description, you can even use the same image here, okay, the same picture. At the bottom here, all you do is just copy this, just copy that, go over to eBay, and in your description, in your listing description at the bottom there, you just copy, or you just paste that text in there, and that is it. That's all you do. And then when you list your gig on eBay, okay, and people start to order it, all you do is go back to Fiverr, contact this guy and say, or just buy his gig, and then when he delivers the gig to you, you then deliver the gig to your customer. And that is the way it works. This is how you act as the middleman, and that is exactly how this method works. It works really well. I've used it quite a few times, and it's really simple. And if you look down the list, okay, some of these have got bids in and they're way more than $5. Okay, $12.99 one bid. Yeah. So what you're looking to do is make at least $5 or $10 per gig. If you make $2 or $3, then that's fine. Okay, you still make a few bucks, but as long as you make your $5 back that you've purchased the gig for on Fiverr, then you haven't lost any money. And this is quite fun as well, because it doesn't only work with Facebook likes. You can type anything in here, and this is where you've got to get a little bit creative. Okay, you could start to type in things like headers and things like that, graphic design and things like that. You could type in things like that. The best thing to do is just be a little bit creative, okay, and just type in lots of different stuff in eBay and to see if there is a demand for it. Okay, custom logo design. Okay, $49. So there's a lot of people that are offering services on Fiverr for $5, and you could easily create some headers and banners on eBay for the exact same gig for way more than $5, even $10 or $15 per header, and then just create them on Fiverr. So if we go back to the main page, okay, so we've got Facebook likes. Don't forget, you got tons more. You got Twitter followers, Google Plus ones. You could build links. Okay, link building is another one. You could do link building. That's another big one. You've got link building there, and then just do the exact same thing. You just basically copy the title. Okay, I will build eminent backlink pyramid with 5,000 profiles. Okay, you just copy those and use them in your eBay listing. But let's go back to the thing that I just said about the headers. So if we just type in headers, see what it comes up with, and then here we go. So all you do is go over to eBay and put in I will design an attractive and professional website banner or header, and then use that in your eBay listing. You see, so everything is there for you to use. You don't have to think about doing anything at all. All you do is just think about the type of gig that you want to use from Fiverr to then post it on eBay. And one of the biggest tips I can give you in this video is just try and be a little bit creative. Okay, I've given you a few examples here. Okay, graphic design, banners and headers, and link building, and Facebook likes, and Twitter followers, Google Plus ones. But there's absolutely tons more that you can use. Just be a lot more creative. Look in Fiverr, look down the list, and you could even go into like videos and stuff. You can create videos for people for $5. And if you go to eBay, okay, it's going to be way more than $5. People will expect to pay way more than just $5 if you go to eBay and buy that type of service. So this is the middleman cash method. It is really easy to do, and I hope that you can see from this video that if you are trying to make a few dollars online, okay, this is one of the easiest ways to do it. And even if you just have 2 or 3 listings running per day, or even one, okay, just start with one, and then if you make a few dollars, okay, reinvest that and maybe buy another listing and then go from there. And this is an easy way to make $10, $15, $20 per day. And obviously if you scale this method up and start to have like 4 or 5 listings per day, and you find a particular gig or a particular service that you can advertise on eBay, okay, that sells like hotcakes, then of course you can scale that up and you can sell a lot more. So that's the method in a nutshell. It's really easy to use and it's really effective. Now one last tip I will give you is if you want to look at how many listings that have actually been sold and the type of prices that people are paying on eBay, then this is a killer little tip. Okay, just go to sold listings. Now some of these might not always be relevant. If we go to things like Facebook likes and then sold listings, okay, you look down the page and you can see what people have actually sold their gigs for. And this is a little bit of a sneaky way to find out what is currently being sold. So you can look down, and anyone that sold gigs for, say, like $15 or $20, maybe use their headline, or use, or use a picture similar to theirs, because you obviously know that it gets exposure. So that's another killer tip. And one last tip, which I will give you as well. This does not always work with every listing that you go on. So just go onto a listing, and then actually this one's actually finished. If we go onto an active listing, then another thing you can do is look at how many visitors that particular page has got. So if we go to Facebook likes, okay, active listings, and if we go to this one, all you do is scroll down to the bottom of the page. The chances are this one won't actually have a counter, but if they do, then you can see how many people have visited the page. Okay, there will be a counter at the bottom of the page, and sometimes you can see how many people have visited that gig. If that number's high, okay, that means that there's a big demand for that gig, and that gig is currently hot. So there's lots of different sneaky ways that you can see, and you can also look up here and it will say how many this actual gig has sold. There will be a sold icon just here, so you can also look at that to see how many gigs, or how many times that actual gig has been sold. So that's another indication to see if they're selling really well. So that is the method. I hope you really liked it, and you can go out there and use it to make some extra money online.